Hi everyone, and welcome back to the virtual classroom where we look, listen and learn together. I found some beautiful pieces in nature on my walk, and these were from a eucalypt, from different types of eucalypt trees. There are lots of different types of eucalypt trees, and they produce some very, very beautiful blossoms. They're a flowering tree, some of them, and they produce gum nuts that hold their seeds inside. I thought maybe we could think about some of the vocabulary, some of the words that we can think of that are connected to the eucalypt tree. I have a special book here that I do my painting and drawing and writing in, and I'm going to turn to a new page so that it's all clear and fresh and ready for my thinking. In the middle of my page, I'm going to put the word eucalypt. You might be able to get someone to help you to write this word. And I'm going to put a circle around that word because that's the word that we're going to write. Some other words that are connected to it. Let's think. What are some words that we might connect to the word eucalypt? What is a eucalypt? It's a tree, so tree might be one of those words. A tree. And that tree has a trunk with a trunk. And some trunks have something protecting them that sometimes falls off onto the ground. It starts with the letter B. That's right, it's bark. On that trunk there might be some bark, or sometimes it might not have much bark at all and it might be quite smooth, a smooth trunk. That bark might be rough, or it might be stringy. The smooth trunk might even be pinkish white colour, pink or white, or even grey. You might see a gum tree that's quite grey as well. You might like to collect some and see, because not all trees have a brown trunk. You might like to have a look. So we had the word tree that came off eucalypt. We have another line there to connect our other words. They don't lose their leaves, the eucalypt. See? Their leaves stay green. And that means, that's right, it's an evergreen tree. Evergreen might be one of our words for the eucalypt tree. Evergreen, maybe leaves on there. And those leaves are actually quite glossy and oily. So I might put glossy or oily on there. Glossy and oily. Can you think of any other words for the eucalypt? Maybe with the oily can come scented, because I don't know if at your home you might have some eucalyptus oil that you might use for the smell. So they've got a scent to them. Let's think. On this tree, there might be some, what are these? What are these red things hanging off there? That's right, they're blossoms or flowers. So maybe we can put blossoms or flowers, because they're a flowering tree. And the blossoms are sometimes red or white, yellow maybe, orange. And those flowers and blossoms are connected to a gum nut. And those gum nuts can be big or small. Do you know what's inside the gum nut? I wonder if you tap, tap, tap it, or if you tap these gum nuts or open them up, There might be some seeds inside. Some seeds, tiny little tiny seeds. Maybe you could propagate those seeds or grow those seeds into a tiny sapling, a little tiny plant. From these flowers, maybe some insects. Why would insects like the flowers? What do you think's on those flowers that would attract bees to them? Maybe bees that pollinate. It's a good word, pollinate. Very important for the bees to pollinate the plants so that they continue to grow. Let's see, maybe not even just insects, maybe birds, some parrots might enjoy the pollen on those trees as well. Now, there are lots of different types of eucalypts. I said there were nearly 700 species. And they all have different names. Some of them are spotted gums, or lemon-scented gums, or even manna gums, flowering gums, and the list can go on. You might know some of the species of eucalypts in your area that you have, because there are eucalypt trees all over Australia. Some grow in Victoria, some grow up in New South Wales. Some have even crossed over out of Australia into other countries too. Maybe the United States, maybe even into Asia. Some of the trees can be tall and some can be shorter. Some might be more of a shrub, a eucalypt shrub. Don't know if there are any other words that you might like to connect. I know one that we've missed here. Something that grows down below the roots. And the roots are important for water and stability. Helps the tree stay planted in the ground. It's like the tree's feet. Sometimes those feet can become unstuck, and that's when a tree falls over, when they've got shallow roots. We have a lot of great words here. I think we've done a really good job at creating a special mind map about the eucalypt tree. Some great thinking. Maybe you can come up with your own mind map. Maybe you can take some photos of some of the trees in your neighbourhood. Maybe you might like to think about some of the animals that live in these trees. Oh, what about koalas? We can't forget the koalas because they love to munch on the leaves. Hope you've had a great time learning a bit more about the eucalypt tree, some of the words that are connected to the eucalypt tree. I'll see you next time. Bye.